Good morning. Today I'm going to be showing you how do you make a low carb naan using all the ingredients that are low in carbohydrate and also using the most nutrient food from my garden, which are the leaves. Today I will be using different ingredients, but I'm going to give you a startup. Why am I using the low carb naan for my lunch or dinner? Low carb is not going to spike your insulin. If you are having any member in your family with diabetes or at risk to diabetes, it's important that you reduce the intake of the carb so that your body will not have a lot of insulin spike. So in that, we really wanted to eat something along with the curries that we make. So I found this was really an incredible invention that I did, and I'm just going to show how you make naan. The initial ingredients are put together on the table. You can already see it. And today is such a beautiful day, wonderful day. We're going to be learning how to cook a healthy recipe outdoor in my deck. What else we need? So pretty, and I'm so happy that I am able to show these things to you because I'm anyway preparing this for my family. I hope this will help your family as well. Let me introduce what are the ingredients and items we need for making this low carb naan. And you can see you might need an air fryer, you might need some rolling pin and a parchment paper, and then all these items that you see. Let me introduce one by one. First of all, you need cheese, mozzarella cheese that you grate, and then you need almond powder, finely powdered, and then you can have um, the cream cheese, which is available in the market, and then if you really like to have fluffy naan, so you can add some baking powder, and then my favorite one is the garlic powder. I really love tasting garlic. If you don't like it, you don't have to. Then I have oregano, Italian spice, and that will give a good flavor to your naan. Finally, you would have seen in my previous video that I had red flavored chili, not really tasty, so I would use some of them in my naan. And then finally, some cumin seeds and cracked open coriander for the taste to add in our naan. These are the ingredients and salt as well as the eggs. Now you have to see the most important ingredient of this naan is the cauliflower rice. Cauliflower rice, you buy the cauliflower, big cauliflower, you grate them or you can cut them into pieces and mix it in the mixie jar and then squeeze out all the water using a cheese cloth, and you can see it's already been squeezed out. Should make sure that no water in it, and then you are ready for using this cauliflower ingredient as part of the naan. So now this is what it is actually brown because of I grated yesterday and it turns into brown if you keep it for a little bit more time, and it was in the refrigerator. It turns a little bit brown because of the iron content it has in it. Okay, so are we ready to fresh garden leaf, which is chard leaf from my garden bed? Let's go get it. Okay, ta-da! It's so close by and so easy to pluck. They're so brittle and you can easily pluck them off from the plant. You just have to snap it. You see it, just snap it and get it. You see they might be coming off anyway. A small wind can hit them hard, getting all the leaves out. So see, I got all of this here. This is more than enough. I think I have to make more naans later so that I can make use of all the plants. Look at the chard, it's so pretty and green. They're all going to be good in vitamins. So I'm just going to chop it. I already took it. Chopped into small pieces and then blanched, and they look like this. And if you really wanted to make it even smaller, you can chop them further and make it really tiny. It's up to you. I'm okay with this size, but it's up to you. And then you see, they're really smelling good. It has a good flavor. Already tasty. And this will be added along with the cauliflower. So these two ingredients are the key. And I'm just going to walk you through that. Let us start mixing all the ingredients that I have here, um, starting from 2 eggs. So you crack open 2 eggs, and you can actually stir them a little bit. It will be actually very well mixed anyway. And then 2 eggs. And then you can actually stir them a little bit so that they are uniformly joined. And then you can start adding the cheese. I take 1 tablespoon for 1 floret of cauliflower and cream cheese, and then half cup of cheese, grated cheese, mozzarella cheese. I added that, and then I have spice that I have. Add how much you want as per your taste. Add them. Allow having them tasting in between. So I might need a little bit more. They taste really good for me. And then you can add 1 tablespoon of ground garlic powder. So this is going to be a little bit more. 1 full tablespoon I'm taking it. And if you really wanted to have more, it's up to you. But this is good for this time for me. And then I have a baking soda. Put all the ingredients in it along with the almond powder. The almond powder you can reduce if you don't want it. If you wanted to make it really smooth. I like to having a little bit more thick naan. So, and then finally you can add some chilies. If you don't need hot naan, you probably don't want to add that. But I just love them there. So there you go. So everything is there. Finally, salt as per the taste. I would say 1 teaspoon is good enough, because when you're eating with the curry, you don't want it to have too much salt, because the curry itself will have salt in it. And then for the taste, the Italian spice, a little bit. I don't like too much of it, but a little bit of it. A half a teaspoon is good enough. Okay, so now all the ingredients are in here. So now we are going to be mixing all together. Now adding cauliflower. And cauliflower we already have grated and cut here. So add them all together. And then all of them you mix it. The almond is going to be helpful to having this cauliflower and egg and everything tied nicely. So then we will get a really thick naan. You can see they are actually turning into like thick. And if you really have less time, you probably wanted to microwave for 1 minute to get the cheese melted quickly. And if you don't, if you enjoy this is enough and you don't want it to have microwaved, you can still make it. It's up to you. So you mix all of them, mix very well with the cream cheese, all the ingredients. Now let's add the chard, the last ingredient, and you mix them thoroughly again. And by the time you can get it all uniformed. If you like to do it quickly, you probably can mix them all nicely, but then the cheese has to be a little bit in a line with all the ingredients to get a smooth consistency for we can roll them nicely. There we go. So we have chard, cauliflower, all rest of the ingredients are mixed very well now. Okay, so now you have Your dough is ready for the naan. Ta-da! You make a dough in this shape or anything and then put them over here. You can also use your fingers to um, make a flat bread or a naan size, or if you wanted to make it using the rolling pin, you're welcome to do it. I like to make small pieces because for me, one half is good enough for one time, if it's lunch or dinner. So one small naan is good enough. So if you wanted to roll it, you are welcome to roll. Just put it on the other side, make it smooth, and roll it up and down. You will see they rolled very nicely. And if you have an oven, you can use the next oven for baking it. And let's see how it looks like. It's good. If you wanted to actually form it very nicely, there we go. They're just like a rectangular piece of naan. I thought the naan is circular. No, actually, I love the rectangle because that's more important for making the shape. Circle is a little harder because of the lack of carbohydrate. This looks better. So you have it. So if you want to actually cook in the uh, fryer, you can do that, or you can cook 10 to 15 minutes at 450 Fahrenheit. You can bake this in the oven for 10 to 15. You need to keep looking at it. Okay, let's put in the fryer, and then you can put them like this. Let us start baking in the air fryer. And if you have large quantity, which I have today, I'll be using the kitchen oven. And in the air fryer, you can use 350 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. So I'm going to start my air fryer and wait for 15 minutes, and it will be all cooked well. And if you think it's not cooked very well, I'll take a look at after. And then you can turn it again to the other side to cook it for another 2 more minutes. Okay, let's start looking at how it looks like. 15 minutes is over. Ta-da! Your naan is ready. Looks very yummy. And if you think you want to really have a little bit more overcooked, you can flip them and just see and cook it for another 5 minutes. Okay, the naan is ready, the low carb cauliflower and chard naan. Let's take a look at. You can see them. They're so brown and golden in color. So I'm just going to just put it over here, and you can have this naan with keto chicken curry, which is low carb again. And are you ready for tasting it out? Are you? Yes. Okay, let me take one piece, and I'm just going to take it out. And here you go. It's tasty, looking tasty, and dip it in your chicken curry. And here it is. Yummy. Very tasty. And I'm sure you will love the same. This is low carb cauliflower chard naan. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. Very tasty. And if you really love this video, took a lot of time for preparation, please give a like and subscribe this channel. This food is very good for the people who follow keto or paleo diet, especially low carbohydrate diet for healthy lifestyle. This is good for them so that we don't have to keep eating rice all the time. This is going to be healthy vegetables, and it has all the flavor that we needed to keep eating every day. What I do is I use this naan and I freeze it, and then I reheat it whenever I don't have time to cook it, and I only have to cook curry. Okay, I hope you really love this video of how to make healthy low carb cauliflower and chard naan. I'm sure if you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. This is Lada Narayan from Canada. Can Life.